Hello everyone! Today I am going to talk about plants and just see all of these pots I just found in a secondhand store the other day. Aren't they all lovely? Yeah, I will go through them and write what price I got them for in Danish prices. So that you can convert it yourself if you're interested to know how the Danish secondhand prices can be. So like right now, this video I've been wanting to make for some time now. And I actually began making this video in October, like before Halloween. But, you know, the seasonal depression has gotten to me, and therefore I just need some lovely plants and get my fingers in the earth and just like get to be grounded and all of that sort of thing. So yeah, of course I needed a lot of plants for our apartment. And oh yes, I found some. Both in the supermarkets for cheap prices, and also I dumpster dived some of the plants that we are gonna be potting today. Yes. And I'm actually thinking about making like regular visits to our house plants here on this my Gothic home transformation playlist. Yeah, just because it's a part of our apartment and I am new to like really having a lot of plants, and I just want to share everyone how I deal with my plants and how I try to get better at having plants. Yes, and well, I find it very fun, and well, I can already say that some of these plants have not survived, but I will make like an update video after this one to show which plant survives and which ones does not. Yeah, really. So let's just get on with this now, I think. Me and Mikkel, we like the Rococo style in our house. So when I went looking for pots, I just found stuff that looked like antique-ish, or some pots with colors that I knew that we could like use in our apartment. I know we have a room with a lot of red, so I took this red one, and then wow, look at this one. It was so stunningly cheap as well. And well, totally Rococo, so of course we needed that one, and only for 20 Danish kroner. It's insane. Yeah. So we really just like, it didn't take any totally plain pots, but just tried to find some quirky ones. Yeah. And with filming this, I tried a few different things. Right here I'm trying to film from my head, but as you see, it doesn't really work. It's way too close and you can't even see what I'm doing. And of course, Busky the star is also in the video, and you will see more of her this time as well. Oh yes. Yeah, but I'm lacking a tripod for my telephone, so this was the best position that I could get. Where you could see me potting the plants, and I hope that it's an okay angle for you to see stuff. I know Busky is a little bit in the way right now, but she will leave. Yes, thank you so much, Busky. Yeah, but for some other time I really need to get me a tripod. But right now I'm just using the luxury of furniture and books. They are really helping a lot. The first plant you actually just saw is one that I dumpster dived, and the other plants that are just similar to it is also ones that I dumpster dived. I can't remember if any more of the other ones were also dumpster dived, but that's why you see they are not in the best condition. But I also really like to go to the supermarket and buy the cheaper plants, because then I save a little bit of money, and I like to save them and just water them and nurture them, and then they will be all fine again. Yes, I really like to do that. So that is why you see some of these plants, they are not looking too good, but as you see, I'm using the scissor, using all of or that to remove all of the bad leaves and such like that. And well, it can save you a lot of money to do this, and you can also learn a lot about plants if you do it this way. So I just Google how to nurture or stuff like that, some plants, and well, I find it so therapeutic actually, yeah. How do you like it? Yeah. And this pot, I actually don't think it's originally used as a pot for plants. Maybe it was like a candlestick holder or something like that. But that is what I mean with quirky pots. Like, I like to use whatever I find and just use it for plants, even though maybe it's not originally what it was for. But look at how it got. I like it. Yeah, it's nice. Here in Denmark, just before Halloween, it was getting colder and colder, and right now it's the end of November, and well, it's freezing and we have snow already. So maybe this is not the best time to repotting plants or potting plants at all, but like, this is what I just wanted to do because I needed to ground myself and bring some nature inside our apartment before it got too cold. And hello, Busky, one more time. Oh yes. But yeah, so that was just what I needed, and that's why I did it. And yes, I will give you the right. Oh, what happened just there, Busky? You naughty little kitty. Yeah, but what I really wanted to say is, I just needed this. It made me feel so much better doing all of this work with the plants and touching the earth and stuff just before everything turned way too grey outside, so that we have just some greenery inside and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's why I did it, and I know that in the springtime it would maybe have been better, and maybe some of the other plants would have survived for a longer time than they did now. Busky, please, you're disturbing. One more time, thank you. Look at it, it's nice, yeah. But I just needed some plants now, and I couldn't wait for spring. And at least it's not like totally new plants. It's small plants, but at least they have been grown already, yeah. And these little bits, they fell off one of the other plants, and I don't know how to replant this plant, but I just tried to stick them in a pot, and then, well, I will update you later on if they survive or not, yeah. I don't know, but this is it with plants. I don't always Google my way. Sometimes I just try and see what works for me, and sometimes it does work, and sometimes it does not at all. Yeah. And this plant in particular, I am so bad at keeping these plants alive, like those big dotted plants there. Yeah, they always die for me. I don't know why. I will update you in the next video if these survive or not. Yes, I really hope they do. Ooh, Busky, do you like them? Yes, they were approved. I really think it's not only me who needs to be grounded. Busky's very interested in the dirt there. Yeah, but she's also gotten to be an indoor cat after we moved, so maybe she misses the outside. But she's not really going super crazy about not getting out, so that's a good point. I also think it's because before we lived out on the countryside, and now we live very close to the city. There's a lot of cars and big roads, so maybe that's why she don't actually want to go outside anymore. Yeah, and that's why we don't want her to go outside. Yeah, she just needs to be indoor and safe. Yes, please. And here you see another of the plants that I dumpster dived, and you really see a big difference. I think from before I cut them to after I cut them a bit, they are very like weird looking before I cut them. Yeah, so they just really needed a trim. But these flowers were still on, so I couldn't cut them. I just needed them to be there. But they do really need like a regular trim, because they make new flowers very often, and they get like these flowers you see, they hang when they are not good anymore, so they need a regular trim. But else they are very easy to have, I think. Yeah, and they also need water very like often as well. Yes. But else I kinda like them. Yeah. Earlier I actually talked about maybe having multiple different types of plants that I dumpster dived, and that's just something I go and do sometimes. If the dumpsters are not locked inside or locked at all, it is actually not illegal in Denmark to go dumpster diving. But do not use this as your guide to go dumpster dive, because maybe the law will change in some years or something like that, and maybe in the country you live in, the law is different. So always go look it up before you go dumpster dive wherever you live, how the rules are, just to be safe. Yes. But here you actually see another plant that I dumpster dived. Yeah, and I really like it. And here I have another one. And I also think that I have a blue one. Maybe you'll see that later on. But I really love this plant. It's so beautiful, and I would like... I know this plant is an outdoor plant and not an indoor plant, but I really just had to try, and maybe the winter time helped it a little bit to get in. I don't know. I will show you in the update video. But I liked them. And this was the only pot that I then didn't have a plant for, so I didn't use that this time. So now you see all the beautiful plants and pots, so like potted plants all together here. It looks like a jungle. Oh yes, I like it. Look at all of them, there's so many. Yeah. But actually I talked about a blue plant. Yeah, that one did not make it. I think it died before I got to pot it. Yes, I think that's why I didn't pot it. But look at all of these. Yes, and those little babies. Let's see if they will survive. I will update you in the next video. But I just love doing this. And what about you, Busky? Did you like it? Oh yes, you did. I think so. But now me and Busky will say thank you for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time. Bye!